Thank you very much, Monica. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for all the people listening to us around the world. I will try to summarize what we have done so far about Global Schools program in Turkey and what we are planning to do further. So we started our journey just after the 6th Vatican Youth Symposium with two questions in mind. How do global perspectives of sustainable development and global citizenship education find a way into the local educational policies in Turkey, number one? And secondly, how well does Turkish national curriculum prepare generations for global citizenship and sustainable future? To answer these two questions, we performed two types of situation analysis. A policy analysis on 5 key educational policy documents with respect to the basic concepts and competencies for sustainability, and a curriculum analysis on 23 subject-specific and 1 skill-based K-12 curriculum documents with respect to the specific learning objectives of ESD as suggested by UN and UNESCO. We have had 3 different teams in this process. The National Research Team consisting of 6 experts who are leading all research activities. The Advisory Committee consisting of 22 members who are academicians, educational experts, ministry officials, NGO representatives, school counselors, school principals, and of course teachers. And thirdly, we had the Executive Committee members consisting of 32 teachers. We have a long report about the results, but I would like to briefly summarize what we have found. The findings from the policy analysis reveal that the concepts of sustainable development and the 21st century skills seem to have more places in the policy documents, whereas global citizenship as a concept does not get enough significance in the same documents. As a second point, most of the key competencies suggested by UNESCO are significantly reflected in Turkish educational policies, even though they are mostly implicit. Regarding the curriculum analysis, the top 3 SDGs that receive the highest number of references from the national learning outcomes are SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, SDG 3, Good Health and Well-being, which is highly critical nowadays, as you can imagine, and SDG 12, Responsible Consumption and Production. The overall findings reveal that both national curriculum and educational policies reflect an adequate level of emphasis on ESD and GCE, even though most of the emphasis happens to be implicit and changes across different subjects as well as different educational levels. As the second step, we worked on the lesson plans suggested by Global Schools program and decided whether they fit in the national curriculum and conform with the general educational goals of the Ministry of National Education. Those 32 teachers in the executive committee carried out the evaluations and reviews on all those 60 lesson plans and provided the initial feedback on documents. In the meantime, we constructed a network of ESD leader teachers who were certified about education for sustainable development and now ready to implement those lesson plans in their classrooms. Now, what's next? In fact, we had planned to pilot all those plans months ago across the country at different educational levels in diverse educational settings. However, as you might guess, the pandemic blocked our ways and slowed down the whole process, unfortunately. Because of the lockdown all over the country, we were not able to progress in the piloting process. When the pandemic allows us to do so, we would like to implement those lesson plans in real classrooms and get the feedback from teachers and students. Before finishing, I would like to share another important step for me personally and for the field academically. I am in the process of editing a forthcoming publication entitled Educational Response, Inclusion and Empowerment for SDGs. How do education systems contribute to raise global citizens? This book is going to be published by Springer, and I would like to take this opportunity to invite you to submit your work for consideration in this publication. If you have further questions and concerns, please do not hesitate to contact me. I would like to finish my words with very similar ideas to the previous panelists. I would like to say that the basic way to equip the current generation and future generations with the awareness, knowledge, skills, attitudes, and behaviors required for the vision of sustainability is possible with an interdisciplinary and project-based educational approach that emphasizes research, cooperation, and creativity. So this transformation could only be realized by activating systemic, continuous, innovative, adaptable, and transformative learning methods in all processes of education, including analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. So we need to include not only students, teachers, curriculum, policies, as well as all social circle around the kid and the parents in this process. Thank you very much for your listening.